Here we go. We have Earl in green for the time of 21:12. That's 2112. We have Alex in orange at the time of 2196. That's 2196. We have Justin in orange at the time of 2264. That's 2264. We have Ryan in green with a time of 2354. That's 2354. We have Ben in orange at the time of 2820. That's 2820. We have Steve in green with a time of 2637. That's 2637. We have Brandon in green with a time of 2218. That's 2218. We have Sadie in orange at the time of 2227. That's 2227. We have Anna in green with a time of 2561. That's 2561. We have Brenna in orange with a time of 2277. That's 2277. We have Mike in green with a time of 2486. That's 2486. We have Ben Verdeschi in Verdeschi in orange at the time of 2002. That's 2002. We have David in orange with a time of 23:97. That's 23:97. We have Eric in green with a time of 23:56. That's 23:56. We have Kristen in green with a time of 29:06. That's 29:06. We have Noah in orange with a time of 29:94. That's 29:94. We have Kate in orange with a time of 21:42. That's 21:42. We have Sarah in green with a time of 27:65. That's 27:65. We have Thomas in green with a time of 37:23. That's 37:23. We have Hunter in orange with a time of 25:81. That's 25:81. We have Jeremy in orange with a time of 27:19. That's 27:19. Also, you can share the cookie with Emily. We have Jeffrey in green with a time of 26:04. That's 26:04. We have Ken in orange with a time of 27:80. That's 27:80. We have Melissa in green with a time of 28:51. That's 28:51. We have Michael in orange with a time of 26:65. That's 26:65. We have Alex in green with a time of 26:10. That's 26:10. We have Emily in orange with a time of 23:09. That's 23:09. Grace hopes you enjoy the cookie with Jeremy. We have Charlie in green with a time of 21:99. That's 21:99. We have Jay in orange with a time of 20:13. That's 20:13. We have Chris in green with a time of 23:32. That's 23:32. We have Mike in green with a time of 30:65. That's 30:65. We have Louie in orange with a time of 24:92. That's 24:92. We have Maggie in green with a time of 33:26. That's 33:26. We have Bryson in green with a time of 20:85. That's 20:85. We have Duncan in orange with a time of 26:04. That's 26:04. We have John in orange with a time of 28:43. That's 28:43. We have James in green with a time of 32:12. That's 32:12. We have Megan in orange with a time of 21:99. That's 21:99. We have Emily in green with a time of 31:89. That's 31:89. We have Keith in orange with a time of 23:63. That's 23:63. We have Joshua in green with a time of 39:82. That's 39:82. We have Jim in orange with a time of 36:89. That's 36:89. We have James in green with a time of 36:23. That's 36:23. We have Daniel in orange with a time of 24:71. That's 24:71. We have Justin in green with a time of 53:69. That's 53:69. We have Thomas in orange with a time of 21:47. That's 21:47. We have Andrew in green with a time of 27:01. That's 27:01. We have Brittany in green with a time of 1992. That's 1992. We have Mandy in orange at the time of 23:47. That's 23:47. We have Tucker in green with a time of 17:73. That's 1773. We have Dylan in orange with a time of 21:74. That's 2174. We have Bryce in green with a time of 21:53. That's 2153. We have Chris in orange with a time of 22:06. That's 2206. We have Robert in orange with a time of 21:96. That's 2196. We have Bob in green with a time of 22:68. That's 2268. We have Lee in green with a time of 24:79. That's 2479. We have Glenn in orange with a time of 27:77. That's 2777. We have Ethan in green with a time of 31:95. That's 3195. We have Eric in orange with a time of 33:18. That's 3318. We have Zach in green with a time of 26:01. That's 2601. We have Jim in green with a time of 26:62. That's 2662. We have Scott in orange with a time of 29:78. That's 2978. We have Sarah in orange with a time of 27:54. That's 2754. We have Sean in green with a time of 29:58. That's 2958. We have Barron in green with a time of 38:78. That's 3878. We have Mark in orange with a time of 34 flat. That's 34 flat. We have Justin in green with a time of 27:66. That's 2766. We have Lev in green with a time of 28:24. That's 28:24. We have Michael in orange with a time of 34:24. That's 34:24. We have Brewster in orange with a time of 62:58. That's 62:58. We have Jeff in green with a time of 22:92. That's 22:92. We have Drew in orange with a time of 39:18. That's 39:18. We have Ryan in orange with a time of 24:22. That's 24:22. We have Dan in green with a time of 28:18. That's 28:18. We have Ian in green with a time of 21:05. That's 21:05. We have Rob in orange with a time of 26:02. That's 26:02. We have Kate in green with a time of 21:06. That's 21:06. We have John in orange with a time of 23 flat. That's 23 flat. We have Richard in green with a time of 24:37. That's 24:37. We have Mark in orange with a time of 22:08. That's 22:08. We have Lee in green with a time of 19:01. That's 19:01. We have Matt in orange with a time of 18:33. That's 18:33. We have Graham in green with a time of 20:78. That's 20:78. We have AJ in green with a time of 18:18. That's 18:18. We have Gabe in orange with a time of 30:03. That's 30:03. We have David in green with a time of 26:72. That's 26:72. We have Renee in orange with a time of 35:44. That's 35:44. We have Jim in orange with a time of 26:43. That's 26:43. We have John in green with a time of 33:77. That's 33:77. We have Jim in orange with a time of 26:43, that's 26:43. We have Sean in green with a time of 39:67, that's 39:67. We have Julie in orange with a time of 22:85, that's 22:85. We have Sarah in green with a time of 21:67, that's 21:67. We have Julie in orange with a time of 22:85, that's 22:85. We have Rachel in green with a time of 23:18, that's 23:18. We have Renelle in orange with a time of 23:85, that's 23:85. We have Heather in green with a time of 23:57, that's 23:57. We have Angie in orange with a time of 25:01, that's 25:01. We have Mark in green with a time of 28:52, that's 28:52. We have Jared in orange with a time of 23:57, that's 23:57. We have Ben Wilson in green with a time of 25:62, that's 25:62.